Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are back with an exciting tutorial on how to build a calendar application in Appian here. And this has been started to ask as an interview question as well. So by the end of this tutorial, you will get to know that how you can build a calendar application which is functional as well. Now let's see the working of this calendar. For example, this is March here and today's date is 19 here. And if I take out an actual calendar, you can see here on the internet, the actual calendar date shows as 19 here. And here as well, it is showing 19 here. Now there is a button to add the next as well. For example, if I click on the previous Feb month and the entire date sheet for the Feb month will come here. And again, if I go back to previous, then January will come. And this is a seamless navigation. It means that if I again click on previous year, then I should be back on the December 2024. So if I click on previous, see here December 2024 is there, and if I click on the right again, I will be back in January 2025 only. And if I click on the today, and you can see here March 2025 is there, and this is date is highlighted here. So we will see in the tutorial that how can we make this fully functional calendar in Appian here. So now let's start the tutorial. Now I have created a UI here. Currently it is blank here. See, the very first question that you can get in your mind is that from where should I start? How to start? So that is really a very tough question, and if you are not aware about the logic as well, then it will be very difficult. So first of all, that we should know some basic logic which will help us to create our calendar. See, this calendar application currently it is displayed on a editable grid here, because it was a bit easy to show that data in the editable grid, because already editable grid works on a loop, so it is a bit convenient to show that here. So we can take an grid layout here. So first thing here is grid layout. Now the next thing that we will start here is the logic part. Let's say that I know that in editable grid I will show the data, but how to start? So in order to start, we will start creating some local variables for our calendar here. What variables we should actually create here? That is an important question. Now let's see what is the logic based on which we will create the variables here. I have noted down few of the key points which will be very helpful here. For example, is first of all that you have to get the current month, year and day. That is very important, because from there you can start here, and then we will define the multiple arrays for the month and for the weeks as well. Okay, so first of all, let's say that what is today's day? Local bank today's day, and today's day is going to be what? Day of today. It will give me the day of today here. Click on test here and you will see that today is 19. Similarly, we have to create another locals to get the today's months and year as well. Today month, today. Similarly, we will create here local bank today year. So these are the simple variables which will tell us that what is today, month and year of today. Click on test here and see here 19 third is basically like March and 2025 here. So these first set of variables we have created. Now the next point here is that define an array with number of days for each month. So we will create a local of days for months. So this is completely manual. You have to actually write the day here. January is 31st here, and then February. And then Jan you have to define 31 days, and for Feb what to define here? See, basically Feb has two types of date here. If it is a leap year, then it is 29 days. If it is not a leap year, then normal 28 days. So we can write an if condition here. If is leap year, so is leap year is what? Local bank today's year is there. If it is leap year, then it should be 29, otherwise it should be 28. Similarly, we have to define days for each of the month, and rest of the days are completely static here. So I will just paste the rest of the day here. So you can see here March is 31st, April is 30, and similarly December is 31 days here. So all the days we have defined here. So our second point of logic is also completed. Similarly, we have to define the array with week index. So see here in our calendar, the week has started from Sunday to Saturday. So whatever is starting from Sunday, we will keep here index as 0 here. So that we have to define the week as well. We will create a local here week day index, and here we have to define that which weekday is having what values. Here for example Sunday, my calendar start from Sunday here, so I will put Sunday is equal to 1, and let me put the rest of the days as well. Now these are my rest of the day as well, so I have defined that what are the days for each of the months here, and then I have defined the week indexes as well here. Now after this, let's go back to our logic. What is written next? Get first weekday to derive the logic. See, this is the very important point here. Like you might think that in a calendar application, how the calendar knows that March starts from this point here, not from Sunday, and April starts from Tuesday here. How the calendar knows that logic here? See here, it is perfectly correct. Any day you compare it, it will be perfectly fine only. And if you go to next, let's say May 20 is Tuesday here. So let's see that May 20 is what? Tuesday here. How the calendar knows that? So that logic comes from the first weekday only. That is what deriving that particular logic. So we have to get like what is my weekday here. So I will create a local of local bang first weekday. So any month which is starting from, like if you see here September 1 is something else, then August is something else. So these values are like a bit different here. So that is why first day falls on which day. That is very important part here. So here we will write text function. See here, text function will give us your like what is actual day here. See, we have already defined our logic here. So first weekday index will be what? So how to get like today is, let's say that today is Wednesday. So how I will know like today is Wednesday here? So you have to go in the text function, and it has a lot of examples to get like how to get Sunday here. See here, this is Thursday, it is getting here. D, 4 times D gives us the day of the week here. So 4 times D give us the week of the day here. So I will go in the calendar, I will write here first of all, like see what it takes here. So it takes the date here. So copy the complete text from here and I will paste it here. So let's just paste this text here, and then date is year. So we already have our year here. So local bang, this is today's year, but this is today's year. It will be always this. It is never going to change. So we have to create a separate variable for that as well, which will be iterative. For example, local bang current month. This one here, local bang current year, because these will be iterative. Based on the navigation, these values are going to change here. And now we can year, and then the second is month here. So what is the month here? So local bang current month. And what is the day? Day is always going to be 1 here. And see here, click on test here, and it will give us today first weekday is Saturday. So for March, the first weekday was Saturday, and it gave us the perfect correctly answer here. So we got that particular values. Now our logic and everything has been set here. Now the next thing just lies in that we have to iterate over the number of days and distribute within the weeks here. First of all, like see all the months and like their days are in key value pair. So first of all, we will extract what all months are present here. So local bang months. And how you can get the key from the dictionary here? We will use here a bang keys. And what is the dictionary? So the dictionary is going to be local bang days for months, and it will give you all the months from this particular dictionary. See here, all the months we have got it. Now after this one, let's say that all the months are there, but current month is 3 here. So for this current month, how many days are there? That we need to get from here. So we will create another local bang days for selected month, because it is going to be different. Each month we will select, we are going to select different months here, and each month is going to have different number of days. How we will get? So for this one, we have created this variable days for selected month. So my selected month is 3 here. First of all, I will write index here, and in the index function, where is actually my data? All the data of this dictionary is present in days for month here, days for month. And currently it is March month, but March is at 3rd index and 3 is present as this current month here. So now again another index we will add it here, local bang months. Here we will write here months, and then local bang current month. This will be the current month, and then it will be null. And now it will give us like how many days are there. So let's click here, see 31st. If I change the current month, see here, current month is here. If I add here +1 and test it, it will give us the days for April here. So it is completely dynamic in that part here. So now days for selected month we have also got it here. Now the next thing here is that we will enumerate over all the days here, because we need the data not just 31, we need from 1 to 31 or 1 to 30, whatever is the value here. So now we will write here local bang enumerate days. So all the days has to be enumerated here. We will write here enumerate of local bang selected month and +1. Now let's see that all the 31 values will get enumerated here. So 1 to 31. Now the next thing we have to find here is that, see, we have found that week index, first weekday is Saturday here. Similarly, we have to find the index of Saturday as well, what we have defined in this particular dictionary here. So Saturday is 6 here. We have to extract that 6 as well. So we will write a variable here, local bang first weekday index. What is the index of the first week here? So how to get it? So our value is Saturday here. So let's write here null for now, just to show you the value here. See here, first weekday is null, and where is the data present? The data is in this part here. So first of all, like what we will do here is we will write here index function, and then we will write here local bang, this is weekday index. Okay, and what is the key that we have? The key is local bang first weekday and then null, and it will give us first weekday index, it will give you, and it will give us the first weekday index, that is 6 here, and we got the first weekday index as well. Now the next thing that we have to do here is that, see, we have to define these boxes here. See what value will be present here. If I go to April, the first 2 boxes are empty here. If I go to March, 6 boxes are empty here. So we have to define placeholder for empty boxes as well here. So we will create a variable local bang placeholder. So something like placeholder I have created here for each items is going to be here local bang weekday index, and the expression is going to be here, let's say that this. In the expression we will just keep it here null, because see here, as of now you can see, you can't see any values here, right? Those values are null only, so not an issue. And see here, it will give us that many placeholders. Oh, it is giving just one placeholder. Okay, let's enumerate over that. So we will enumerate over this particular index here, and now test it, and that many null we should get. See here, 6 nulls we are getting here. And now we will create our final array of values, local bang final array. So final array is going to be what here? So final array is going to be, we will append our days in this array here. So first of all, this placeholder will be there, placeholder, and then we will append our enumerate days. Actually, what will be the result that you have to check, then you will understand why we have done that. See here, if you check this final array, 37 items are there. First 6 values are null here, and then all the values follow. Similarly, it will be for the rest of the values as well. If the week start on, let's say that April, so it starts on Tuesday, so first 2 values will be null and the rest of the days will follow here. So in that way it will work. Now let's come to the grid part here, which is important. The very first thing that we will write here is Sunday. Okay, and give a comma here. Same thing, we will just copy and paste Sunday, and it is going to be Monday here. Let me just complete for rest as well. Now I have completed the rest of the values as well. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all the values, just try to complete it here. After that, so what we have to iterate here, so we will write here for each items is going to be, which is very important, on which we have to enumerate the values here. So basically see here, it is always going to be here, if you see the calendar here, this is array 1, this is 2 here, this is array 3, this is 4, this is 5 here. So for April it is, like coming as 5 values, and then this is the 6th array here. So maximum it is going to be like 6 here. So it will be never be greater than 6 here. So 6 is there, and then 7 values, obviously 7 column we have already defined, the number of rows we have to define. So it is maximum, it is going to be 6 here. We will consider 6 here. And now expression, obviously it is going to be grid row layout. and now the contents is going to be what? So the contents is going to be, we will take here rich text display field. The value is going to be, let's say here rich text item, we will make it here, and the text is going to be here, let's say FVBang item. So let's say something like this we have taken, but it expects 7 components here. So let me just give a comma and let me just iterate for 7. This is 2, this is 3rd, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, and one more 7. So now we have completed the 7 components. See here, if I just write FVBang item, all the values, see here, first row is obviously 0, then second row is 1 here, third is 2 here. So that's how it is taking the value from enumeration of 6 here. Now, how to distribute the data in this particular grid, that is another logic which is very important here. See, if first iteration is there, basically I have written here FVBang item just to show you that how iteration works here. So first iteration, all the values are 1 here. So in first iteration, what will happen? In first iteration, our weekday starts at 6th value here. So we have to take the values what? 1 to 6 values, all the array of values we have to take and put it inside this particular row here. Now what is the first weekday? First weekday is 6 here. Basically 6 means that 6 is our Saturday. So from 1 to 7th value we will take it here, all the value. First week, all the value we will take. Now the second will start from 8 here. So how to know that what value we have to take here, kind of like formula wise. So I have tried to write something like this one here, iterations. So these are the different iterations, 1 to 6 iterations we have to go. Basically 6 rows we have. So we have 6 iterations here. For example, if loop runs in the first iteration, then what will happen here? Index is going to be 1 here, output. So for the first row, the output is going to be 1 here. And for 1, what we will do here is that we will add 1 plus, we will add here 7 into FVBang index. FVBang index is going to be what here? 1 minus 7. So 7 minus 7 becomes 0 and then 1 will come. Similarly, this step will repeat for the other iterations as well. Now this is, and similarly, and see here, it is 1 here. You might think that where is the 8 value, and similarly after 8 plus 7, 15 will come. We will use index here, so that values won't get printed on the screen at all. So only that particular row value will get it shown on the screen here. Similarly, if iteration is equal to second year, we will add second year, get the FVBang index and get the second value, 8 value. From there it will show, and then we will use index function to get the rest of the data. So only that particular value is going to show here. So let's try to add for the first item here. So the text is there. So for the text, what we will do here is, where is our data? The data is in local bang final array. This is our data here, and then the formula is there, 7 into FVBang index. So this is our index minus 7. Basically this will give us that particular value, and click on null here. So if you see, for all the values 2, then 9, then 16, then 23, then 30, in the first values, all these values are shown here as of now. So if I go in my calendar, see here, 2, 9, 16, 23, 30, every week has a difference of 7 here, and automatically with this value, all values will get adjusted here by itself. Copy this one here, and for the second row also we will do, but for the second row our index is going to be 2 here. So now see here, automatically this value will get assigned here. If I don't change the index now, then it will be a big issue. And for the third as well, it is third row, so we will just keep it here 3 here, and after that let's repeat for the next rows as well. And then this is the 5th row here, and after that this is 6th row, and the final is going to be the 7th row here. All the values will automatically get adjusted here. So this is our final result that you can see here. All the values got automatically adjusted. Why? Because here for 6th row we need the 6th value, and for each iteration we need that value, and if that value is not there, index will automatically print null for that, and for null values no data is automatically showing here. For this one, there can be multiple other logics as well there, so you can try it out if something else works much better than that as well, but this I found it very simpler to use. Now the next thing that we want to do here, let's say that this is March month here, but today is 19. How can I highlight that 19 part here? So for that one, we have to, like after text, we will use here color. So we will write an if condition. Today is 19, but today means what? Today doesn't mean that just 19 here, because 19 comes in every month. It has to be like an and condition here, and this is the current month and year, so this also has to be same here. So first of all, what we will write here is that local bang current month has to be local bang today's month. It has to be equal with that today's month, and similarly local bang current year has to be equal to local bang current year. Okay, current year, and after that we will write here this has to be equal to what? Local bang today's day. So we will write here it should be equal to today day. All these conditions are satisfied, then only let's say that the color will change to accent, otherwise it will be null here. I guess something we have written wrong here. See here, current month is equal to today month, that is correct. Current year is equal to current year, we have written. No, current year it should be equal to we have to write here today year. So we will write here instead of month we will write here today year. Then only it will be accent, otherwise it will be null here. And now let's write the size as well. So size is also going to be if condition here, and same condition has to be there for the size as well. So just let's copy this particular part from here and just paste it here, and the size is going to be medium, otherwise null. You will see that but nothing is getting like highlighted here, because see in the editable grid it runs over iteration wise. Currently it is for the first row, then second row, all the values. So we have to like just keep on repeating this part for the next values as well. So just copy this value, go to our second component, paste there, and only one thing you have to change, that is from 1 it will become here 2, because this is for the row 2 values. And similarly we will paste these values for the third part, and just change the iteration from 1 to it will be here 3, and now we have pasted for the fourth row. So just add here 4, and here as well we will try to add here 4, and now this is for the fifth part here. So this is here for the fifth. So just write here 5, and here as well we will try to add here 5. After that this is the sixth part, so we will just try to add here 6, and here as well we will let's make it here 6 value, 6th row, and then this value is going to be this one, and this is the last value. So 7th it is, and now after that one place more 7, and now in the grid you can see a 19 is getting highlighted. Why? Because today is 19 here, that is why. So our first part is completed here, that how to create a grid here. Assign the particular values in their respective cells here. The complete calendar look is now coming here, and now we want the navigation as well. Without that, calendar is incomplete. For example, this left and right panel, and which month it is, that value as well. So for that part here, let's go to the editable grid. Let's collapse this label position here, and just above this grid we will take a columns layout. So this will be our columns layout, and here it will be columns. And now let's take here a 3 column layout we are going to take here. So this is our very first column layout. Copy it, paste it here, and paste it. So these are our 3 columns layout. In the very first column layout, that is contents, we will write it here, and here we will take here rich text display field. The value is going to be here rich text item, and the text is going to be what? See, this is like whatever month it is, that particular text it should be. For example, current month is 3 here, it can change as well, 4 as well it can become, and we already have the month array. Where is our month array? These are the months. So from here you can get that particular month as well. So here we will write index of where are our all the months here. So local bang it will be months. So this is our month, and local bang current month, what current month is this one, otherwise should be null. And now let's try to see what value it gives us. It will give us March here. And after that, if you see that there is a year as well, right? So we will try to give a, in the rich text item, we will use here concat, and after that we will give a bit of a space. After that, similarly we have to get the year as well, like what is the current year which is there. So local bang current year, so this is going to be your current year, and then it will show us March and the respective year as well. See here, March 2025 is showing. Let's increase the size as well. The size is going to be here medium plus, and now it will look much better. See here, March 2025 is coming here. And now we need the left and right navigation here. So here we will take the contents, and again we will take here rich text display field, and here this time we will take icons here. So we will take a list and then rich text icon. The very first icon is going to be here left icon. Okay, so in the icon we will get here and angle left. So this is the angle that we are going to use here. The very first angle is left here, so you can see here this left angle is coming here. And after that we will use here a bit of a space, so char 32, and again we will write here rich text item this time, and the item text is going to be today. Just write here today. We can anytime navigate to today. After this again we will give a char 32 here, and after that we will again take here rich text icon. Just copy the previous and paste it here. Instead of left it will be right. So our navigation as well is ready. So you can see here this navigation is ready here, and we will align this to the, so let's align it to the right side here, so that it will come at the rightmost part here. Now we have to add links in that one here. First of all, let's increase the size of them to, let's say that medium. Okay, and here as well the same size we will keep it to medium, and here as well medium. All the size we have done. Now for the link part, what we have to do. So in the link we will go to dynamic link here, and for the dynamic link the save into is going to be here a bang save. Now see here, when you click on the left hand side icon, there is simple logic for that. For example, if I click on the right side angle, it should decrease my current month by 1. So I will save here local bang current month, and whatever is the current month, it should decrease by 1 here. See here, if I decrease by 1, current month will become 2 here, and it is Feb 2025. And if I again decrease it, then it will become Jan 2025. And see, automatically the values are getting aligned here. Now the values for Jan is starting from Wednesday here. If you check the calendar, it is starting from Wednesday here. So like this you can keep it. After this one here, once again if I click on the left hand side, it should go to December 2024 here. How to make that? So for that we will add a condition here. If condition we will add it, if local bang current month is equal to 1 here, it means that we have to, the month will become December, it means it will become 12 here, and the year will also decrease by 1 here. So we will write an array here, and first of all we will write a save for the month part here. So in the month we are going to save here 12, and at the same time year is also going to decrease by 1. So whatever is the current year, it is going to get decreased by 1. This is the current year. See, month will be 12 here and the year will decrease by 1. But if it is not, then just decrease the month here. Click on left icon. It should become December. I guess we have not passed the correctly. So let's cut it from here, and after that give comma and paste it here. And now click on the left hand side once again. It should become December 2024. See here how seamless it has become. Same condition we will try to add for the right hand side as well. So go to here and paste it here, all the values, but instead of this one, so what will happen here is that at max we will go to December. So if I click on the right, it should become January here. Basically instead of 1 we will derive with 12 here. So if it is 12, then the month will become 1 and the year will get increment by 1, and otherwise it should add here plus 1 only. That's it. So we have just reversed the condition. Click on the right hand icon and it should become January 2025. And see here, January 2025 it has become. Now after this, today should also be an icon. If any time I press here today, what will become? For example, like let me just go to somewhere here. Currently current month is 7. Year is fine, but if I click on the today here, current month should change to the today month. So in the today, let's add a link here and it will be dynamic link, and here we will use save into, and here we will use here a bank save. So few targets we will save here. For example, local bank current month. So current month is going to be local bank today month. Whatever is the today month, that one we will save it here. We can be in different years as well at any point of time. So instead of current year, it should be local bank today year. That's it. If I change the month and year, then I guess we can come back to here. Click on today, month and year will get changed here. And now see, you are back in March. Let's navigate back to some different values here. For example, I am in, let's say, July. If I click on today here, again I will come back to March here. So in this way our complete logic has been completed here. Let's make the link style as standalone everywhere so that it will look good, and just paste it here. So all this one we have made it. Click on save your changes. Now the next thing here is that you can anytime create a site and add on the site as well. So I hope that this tutorial was clear to you. We have tried to show the data in grid here, and we have tried to highlight the today's date as well. Wherever today is there, it will get highlighted here. So this part is clear to you, and you will be able to try it out on your own as well. And that's it guys, you have now made a fully functional calendar in Appian as well. So multiple logics were involved here, like our first question was like from where to even start it. So we try to find out like where we are actually standing by getting the today's date, month and year. Then the things which like complicate us, that for example if I went on to a particular let's say like June, how I will know like June starts from Sunday? How I will distribute that value here? So that thing we saw that the weekday derives the logic here. First weekday is Sunday. We found out what is the index of Sunday here, and then we like try to fill null values here. So for this month there won't be any null at all, and then we distributed rest of the data in the grid with a simple like a logic that we have used here. There can be different set of logics as well available, and whatever suits you the best you can utilize that one here. Try to create this tutorial from scratch, and you can also add your own custom logics or UI changes as well. So that was all for now guys. Thank you.